What's up, Dream Team?
It's your girl, Fatima the Dream.
And it's me, Chris Envy.
And we're back at it again with
another one of them things, boy.
Oh, you're supposed to say another reaction video.
Oh.
Because we ain't did a reaction in mad long. So I'm dumb amped to do this because, as you guys can tell from the title, we're about to do 6ix9ine. What is it? GOOBA? GOOBA?
Yeah.
Music video. If you don't know, now you know. 6ix9ine had recently been released, and he went live earlier. We just recently watched his live. We're gonna get into that after this. So let's get into this video.
Let's do it.
I tell a nigga don't dick ride, don't blink ride. Every time don't dick die, swing sisters. Tell me wobble up.
Hey, that's a lot of ass.
Wobble up, cause my money up. Slide in the belly trucker, the rape trucker. Your bestie's a dick sucker, a big double. Assalamu alaikum, you big hater.
Did he really like take the baby shark and put grills on his stuff? That's the baby shark.
Flame up, light it. They see me get excited. Two-step, spin around, so fly, pilot, basic, been high.
I love the colors of it.
Who did that? Nigga, who
very bright.
It's like that's his brand.
Don't black ride, leave it to the double thick thighs, twin sisters. Jumping down and wobble up. Mommy boot it up, shake it down and gobble up. Cause my money up, slide in the belly trucker, the rape trucker. Your bestie's a dick sucker, a big double. Assalamu alaikum, you big hater. You nothing but a hater. Cloud chaser, you're mad, I'm back. Big mad, he's mad, she's mad, big sad. Don't care.
Yo, I'm trying to listen to the lyrics, but like all the ads, like
I'm making sure I can catch some parts.
Yo, bro, like make it hard. Damn, not following no quarantine laws, like. Ain't following none of this going on right now.
Alright, so you know what? I was dead ass, to be honest, was not listening to the lyrics.
Yo, I was trying to listen to the lyrics, but then like,
the video was so bright.
Thinking of some
ass
cold
all over the
oatmeal.
place.
Yo, over the
So we gonna have to.
We have people.
We're gonna have. It was ass all over the place.
Yo.
It was colorful as hell. So you know what, guys? We're gonna have to watch it one more time.
Yo, alright, one more time.
And this time, I'm gonna make sure
we listen to the lyrics.
we listen. Okay? I'm
Don't get hypnotized by the booty. The booty, they out here.
I'm not. You don't get hypnotized by
I'm trying, like, I'm sitting here, like.
Maybe I need to close my eyes.
I tell a nigga don't dick ride, don't blink ride, leave it to the double thick thighs.
I need the crook box.
Yeah, we gotta close our eyes.
The rape trucker, your bestie's a dick sucker, a big double. Assalamu alaikum, you big hater. You nothing but a hater. Cloud chaser. Now we catch him at the chicken spot. I'm a couple chops.
I want in the middle of like the
You're not supposed to.
Okay. She did it about.
I'm dead ass looking at the ground, right? You gotta sound, because all his songs sound the same.
It's crazy because even when I close my eyes, I can see the ass shaking. I'm sorry.
Mommy, freca, you nasty, flame up, light it. They see me get excited. Two-step, spin around, so fly, pilot. They say, been hot, way before
Nah, just twerk.
Stay mad. Bitch, I'm laughing 'cause you big mad. See in your face cry, baby, bitch, you big sad. Niggas tweeting about me, got me 20, bitch, you big sad. Tell me how I ran and came home to a big bag.
Yo,
Okay, I heard the lyrics.
I did too, man.
Now we don't need to watch the rest of this, okay? Because he ain't saying nothing else, okay? No. But he was lit.
Good Lord.
As you guys can see, we had to watch it again because we had to listen to the lyrics because it's very distracting the first time, okay? Now I see why said he had to watch it like,
Hear the lyrics.
I hear the lyrics. Okay. All right. You might have to watch it a few times. If you try looking down somewhere else or close your eyes like I did, it will help. But yeah, it sounds like, you know, he, like I said, he has a sound. It sounds like all the rest of his music.
God damn.
It sounds like a bop. Yeah, I would say it's a bop. Like, due to the beat, like, I love songs that beats that catch me. So the beat was kind of lit, so I can see us like blasting that, you know, and whatever. I just don't want people really looking at me like, you supporting this bitch?
Yeah.
Boy, look at these motherfuckers, why 6ix9ine, they support this nigga. But you know, I'm not gonna say I support because me and Chris was having a discussion
We was having a debate
about it before the camera came on because we was watching his live. Because we was like, let's do a reaction to his live. And I was like, you know what, let's just watch the video and watch the live and then talk about it in this video. So, in his live, you know, he was bragging, happy, I guess, to be home. You know, he's home on house arrest, whatever the case may be. And you know, it was just a lot of things in the way he was coming off in his live that I just felt like he's just not humble.
Yo,
So I just felt like when he came home, like the way he portrayed himself on live was just like he was not humbled to me enough. Like he just came off mad cocky. Like going to jail to a lot of people, regular folks that's not rich and famous and can, you know what I'm saying, get their way out, whatever the case may be. That's like trauma. Like that's something where some people say they never want to go again. So for him to come home, it's like I did not want to hear him say that. I heard him saying about working with the government and shit like that to coming home to a big bag and that's why niggas is mad and all this shit. And it's like, yo, bro, like you coming off as it's okay to a little boy that's probably looking at this like that probably look up to you, because it's a lot of little boys, especially he being from Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying, that probably look up to him, and you portraying it the wrong way, as if, you know, you can snitch on your homies, da da da, you come home, everything gonna be straight, da da da. Like, no. Like, how many, you had money to get the help that you got to get out of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? A person, fucking Jamal down the block, if he fucking wanted to do that shit, he a regular person working at FedEx and then busting chops on the side for the biggest kingpin out in Brooklyn, whatever, he's done. Cause they ain't giving him a fucking, he's not gonna have the money to be able to get a well-paid lawyer that's gonna actually give a fuck to get him out of there. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have a bullshit ass lawyer that's not gonna give a fuck about his case. You know what I'm saying? I'm not coming off like I know what I'm talking about, but I watch enough motherfucking movies and TV shows to know, okay? Like, that's just not, I'm not a jail type bitch. I'm not doing shit, getting involved in shit. That's why when I get involved, when I first met Chris, you got kids? What you do? Because if you talking about you bust chops on this, I'm not getting involved. Because even though no matter how much you might say, oh, you ain't pushing the work, you ain't doing it, you ain't out there doing this, they not watching you, the nigga bullshit. You're my nigga, you coming at my house, they might be watching you, they know, you seen Power. I mean, look how they found Lala ass. I mean, hello, and they move all the way to the suburbs. So, no, I'm not getting into no involvement of that because it's consequences, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be questioned by the police. I don't want to be, none of that. I don't want to have to go to jail and worry about niggas is going to rape me or kill me because I was even talking to niggas. Like, no.
I mean, if I could, here's what I'm gonna play devil's advocate for a second, because I totally agree with Fatima, right? I totally agree with her that you don't want to set a standard to, it's like, you know, if you sit here living this type of life, that you can get a get out of jail free card by just snitching on everybody. Like, I think that's a little bit, that's always crazy when you hear it. Even when you see it in movies, it's kind of crazy to hear. But you want to know something? I can't judge it because I'm not a part of that life. Like, I don't understand how that feels. And even when I try to fathom how that feels, it's like it's hard for me to go against surviving type. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say it like this, but I'm gonna say it like as a person who is not like a person that is a gangster or want to live the life of a gangster or want to hold guns and shoot them up. And I like guns, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not. I don't want to glorify guns like that. I think they're very useful. But that's another thing. I'm just saying that to say that he portrayed something, glorified something. You could just like something. You don't have to glorify it. You know what I'm saying? And then he went totally against what he was glorifying. Type going against like his word. Once again, a man's word means everything. So it's like I understand why we would look at him a little funny, but as a person who ain't a gangster and ain't in the streets, it's not like I didn't have the opportunity to try and be that. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in the hood. It's more of like when you look at it, I never seen people always talk about these rules. I never felt like the street had rules.
So they know.
They talk
Everybody
about
for themselves.
Everybody for themselves. I felt like the rules was meant for the other person. At 98% of the time, the rules was meant for the other person to win against me or somebody else. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because let's take, for instance, you say no snitching, but come on, we could go down the list of line of mob bosses and all kinds of people that unsnitch just so that they can survive. You know what I mean? Did they survive? I don't know. Not all of them, because I'm sure there's rules to this, and you know, and the people who he snitched on, they snitched on, something happened, I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying it happens. Top mob bosses, head people, like people that started these things, done snitch. I think, in my opinion, there are very few people in this world that are hard enough to really look at a 70-year sentence and be like, yo, I'm riding for my homie.
Or I feel like it's like
out of the billions of people on this planet, I think there's like a good maybe, and then this is me just like, this is like not a fact. This is me just guessing. Now I believe there would be probably like 5%. 5% might be a little too much of people on this planet that would do something like that. So for you to think he would do something like that when it's not in the norm, is like, to me, is like asking a little too much, because they did from what the stories are reported, I don't know the truth of it, they did a lot to him. So,
but it wasn't like he didn't know what he was getting himself into.
And
like I was saying earlier, like he got involved with these niggas that were shooters. Like he didn't know Shotty was a shooter. Like this nigga was a whole hitter.
He just probably,
like that's like you get involved with 6ix9ine. Everybody know the reputation 6ix9ine had. You know in the reputation he have, you know his consequences with that deal that you make with 6ix9ine. So it's like, that's the same thing with Shotty. Why involve yourself? Even if you was a regular nigga, you a regular nigga and you get involved with the biggest kingpin that's in the hood, my nigga. You know once you get involved with that nigga, just a little piece of advice or going there for help, you know it's something that's gonna come from that.
But
like,
there's stories of kingpins snitching.
Are you willing to put yourself through that? Are you willing to take that risk? Like, and then when you take that risk and you make that choice, being a grown man, because he wasn't a teenager, he was a grown man. You make that decision as a grown man, and you get involved with these shooting, hitting ass niggas, and then you want to snitch. Nigga, you should have thought in the back of your mind that it's constantly, yeah, maybe these niggas might try to think about killing me, because I'm the nigga that's making the most money out of the team. Like, maybe these niggas might try to fuck my baby mom. You know what I'm saying? I'm the breadwinner. Maybe these niggas might try to set me up and do some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? The shit that he said they was doing. Is it anybody's fault that you wasn't thinking 10, 15 steps ahead of these niggas?
But come on,
so you
man.
choose to ruin other people's life because you...
Listen, everybody ain't Rain Man. Like, everybody can't see the problem and figure it out before it happens.
But he said... excuse me. He said him being Daniel Hernandez, he is not about that life. He said
no. He said him. Well, I guess he's pretty much. He's saying pretty much. All right, let's take it to the live. The live, he said pretty much after finding out all this stuff and all this stuff happening to him. Who is he? Why would he stay loyal to them? This is what he's saying. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That is a fact, though.
And he said at that point, if you ain't loyal to me out in the street, how are you gonna be loyal to me in the box? Like, you feel what I'm saying? And if that's the case, then he's thinking about survival at this point. He'd rather bet his odds outside. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he's taking the name, and he understands there are consequences to it, and he's trying to own up to the name, which is like crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Because he has to own up to the name, but it's just crazy to hear because like I know what it means. I know what it means. What happened? I know what it means for him based off what happened in his life. Like I know what that means. That means that he ain't safe. Yep. That means he got.
But see, this is my thing. Me thinking about it, it's like when you got involved, you knew. Like, there's no way out this shit, my nigga. Yeah. It's a dub.
But how many? But like I said before,
it's a dub whether you snitch or you don't snitch. It's a fucking dub. So if you knew you wasn't about that life, why put your life on the line for that? You gonna put your life on the line, and then we're not gonna just say that he came in oblivious. Like the feds had to tell him. Like he said, the feds. I had to find out from the feds about y'all niggas plotting to kill me, but you didn't have to find out from the feds that these niggas were shooters because you already knew that.
But it's different when you think that
it's different from the feds that these niggas had bodies underneath their belt. Nigga, you already knew they was already.
But this is how you know he wasn't a hood. This is how you knew he didn't know nothing about the hood. Like I mean, he knew he probably grew up in it, but you could tell that he wasn't in it because at the end of the day, like you have to understand that you just came into this group.
So how, and then like he said, I thought niggas was loyal to me. How the fuck you gonna think niggas is loyal to you that you just,
been in there longer?
My nigga, how you gonna think niggas is loyal to you that you just started banging with? What?
And listen, and knowing that, how you
and you came in with the nigga that had the most money. You came in as a nigga that had the most money. So me already coming in and a clan like that, not saying that them niggas was bum broke niggas. But you had the most money. You kept saying you had the most money. You was bringing in the most money for the whole team. So me coming in a thing like that, I'm already thinking niggas is plotting on me. Niggas is going to be envious of me. They're going to be jealous of me. They're going to be hating on me on the low. And all that. So what, do I want to get involved in that? Do I want to be around? Even though, because he did it for protection.
It happened,
I don't feel like he did it to be down or be gangbang. I feel like he did it for protection. And the only way he could get that protection was for him to rep that shit.
I'm gonna say this, right? Most people in life make bad decisions. Like damn near everybody make bad decisions.
Yeah, but you gonna own up to it though.
Can I finish saying what I'm about to say? Can I finish saying what I'm about to say? He did own up to it and all that.
He's not. He's glorifying like it's okay.
No, he calls himself a rat. That's owning up to it. Like you want him. What do you want him to do?
I don't want him. I want him the way he came. I feel like the way he left is how he came back. I feel like if you went to jail for 2 years or a year and a half or whatever the case may be, and you said it was trauma and niggas don't know what you went through in there, why come back out as if you didn't go through shit in there? Nothing was trauma. Everything was cool and copacetic. You was living like you was out free already. Like only thing was you was just shielded in a cage and had to be told when to piss and shit and all this other shit. But other than that, you coming up as if you was. I'm free,
and I agree.
Like it's okay. That's the thing. That's my problem. Like I don't blame him for doing what he did because he was going to save himself. Like you know what I'm saying. He was worried about him living. Fuck other niggas. That's fine. But don't come home and then glorify like it's okay. Like I talked to the feds and and this, that, and third. Y'all don't know what I went through in jail, but you're not coming off like you went through some shit in jail. Like it doesn't, because I know niggas that went to my family that went to jail for 10 plus years and this shit changed them. Like. They don't never want to go back.
Can I talk?
Go ahead.
I agree with you that he glorified him, not glorifying him, but him not
coming off like it was
coming off like, you know what I'm saying. I agree with you on that. Like that's something he needs to fix. But as far as what he did, like as far as him snitching, what can he do to make you happy? It's a rap. It's a rap. He's a snitch. He's a rat. That's what he's labeled as, and he's taking into it. And he's calling himself a rat. He's calling himself a snitch, and he's saying people are mad because he's a snitch and he's doing more numbers than them because at the end of the day he's trying to find a way to sit there and just live with this stigma that's put on him because he tried to live a life he wasn't about. I'm saying this. He has to handle everything that comes his way. You know, because he brought it on himself. But we all make dumb decisions. We all have done things that we had to sit there and figure a way to live with what it is that we did. Like, you know what I'm saying? So in his case, this is a little extreme. because he's in the public eye. But there's 100 niggas out there there's people snitching all day, and I'm not saying it's right.
But they're not free though.
And I'm not saying it's right.
They're not free though.
You don't know.
But if he didn't have money, he would. I don't feel like he would have gotten free.
All right, but yo, he has money, and he did get free, and he did snitch, and he's out here, and he is doing numbers, and people are mad at him, and he has to fear for his life when if he ever walks outside. Right now he can't because he's under house arrest, so he ain't 100% free. But he's definitely better off than being in jail. This is what I'm saying. Like I'm gonna say it like this. I feel like there's only a few people in this world that could be mad at 6ix9ine. You wanna know why? Because they the real hood person that will sit there and take a bid for somebody that they in that or for people that they don't trust. Or there's very few people in this world. I feel like those people could do it, but the whole world sitting there talking about 6ix9ine you this, 6ix9ine you that for snitching. I feel like it's like, you know, that thing where you saying you would do something, but you would do something, but you wouldn't really, until you in that situation.
I'm only saying because I know I wouldn't even get involved in that situation. Like
but
that.
let's say, oh.
And I'm not going to say I'm not involved and then get into it like he said.
But let's say like this. Let's say you not getting involved, but let's say I'm involved in this.
I wouldn't even be dealing with you. I just
don't
said
know.
at the beginning.
Can let me put the scenario out there before you sit there and do it, and then tell me what you would do, right? I'm so good of a liar and so good at this that you don't even know I'm in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't even know how deep I am in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Till the boys pick me up.
It's impossible.
Hold on, listen. You feel me? Till the boys pick me up. I'm such a kingpin, I don't even gotta move nothing. Like, all I gotta do is make a call. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then the boys pick me up. And then you're sitting here like figuring, finding out all this stuff start adding up to you, and then the boys call you in and they say like, listen, you are accomplice now at this point. Like, you feel what I'm saying? We know you've been with him for this years, you don't know? He ain't no one's that good of a liar. Look, he said that you did this, that, and the third. You was a part of the reason why I was moving the weight.
I'm gonna take the L, but you better
hold. You gonna take?
I get out before you, cause if you get out before me, I'm killing you. That's how I'm gonna go to jail. It's a dumb. I'm killing you. I'm gonna sit there and be like, I dead ass didn't know. But if I'm gonna go to jail, I'm not gonna sit here and say yes, he did this.
But
yes, for me to leave. No.
So All right. So you would take, now this is now in no way, shape, or form is that 6ix9ine situation at all. I'm just putting a hypothetical out there how easy it is to contemplate about snitching to some of these people that are sitting there pointing the finger at him. You know what I'm saying? When it's like, yo, you ain't even a hood person. Like, you ain't even about this type of life.
But you wanna know why I would do it? I would do it because for one,
there are people about this type of life that are snitching.
But for one, we probably put some years in together. I love you and all that, whatever the case is.
And that's another scenario I was gonna come up. That's another.
I would take that big. But he did not know these niggas.
But listen, and then I was gonna say, after he was done with that, I was gonna say, now let's say the situation, you just met me. Like, you feel what I'm saying? We've been together for like maybe a good maybe.
My nigga, yeah, I'm snitching.
Yeah, like, you feel what I'm saying?
So I can't snitch if I really don't know nothing. How am I snitching if I don't know nothing? I'm coming in there.
Yeah, you really don't know. Yeah, you really don't know.
How am I snitching?
You really don't know if this man really got caught up in this and said like, "Yo, she
I'm not gonna say yes to something that I don't know."
Hold on. You don't know.
The thing.
Yeah, but listen, you also don't know if this man, because you wasn't with this dude for a long time. You also don't know that, yo, did he really? The police sit there and be like, "Yo, he said that, yo, you was holding most of the weight. Like, it was really your idea." No. That he said it like, but hold on, you don't know whether or not he really said that or not. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just met this man, you 3 months in, you like, I don't know nothing. And police think everybody gonna say that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So what are you gonna do? You gonna think about doing time for this person? Or you gonna think of like, yo, shit, he's a hood nigga and I live in the hood. Like, I gotta be.
How much time do you get for? How much time do you get for being an accomplice? Because that's all they can do. If I don't got nothing, if I'm not holding nothing or nothing is in my crib, and all I am is for being an accomplice. If I gotta do a couple of months, that's fine.
That's a good question.
But you better hope, nigga, that I get out before you, nigga. nigga, because that's what I'm gonna go to jail on. I kill your ass for putting me through some shit. I don't even fuck with the boys. You gonna put me through some shit like that, nigga? That's when I'm gonna go to jail.
Yo, he in a sticky situation because it ain't an easy thing to deal with. Because it's like, yo, I mean, who cares about how he got to deal with it? Because like you said, he made his bed, he got laid in it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying like, it's gonna be hard for people to sit there and be like, especially if he continues to be successful, it's gonna be hard for people to sit there and be like, yo, man, he a snitch, we can't deal with him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be like, yo, listen, man.
I feel like if he would have came back on the scene,
especially if I'm sorry, baby, for interrupting. Right? Go ahead, do you think?
I feel like if he would have came back on the scene, not like the way he left the scene, people would have respected. Probably people would have probably tried to understand it. But being that he came on the scene as if everything is okay, nigga was playing fucking bad boys. What you want? Trolling, my nigga.
Though. He came in arrogant.
You came in. You should have. If you knew today was the day you was gonna release your music video, whatever the case may be, you should have. I know it's easy to say what he should have, could have, did, but for you to come off as you want to, I don't know if he want to be respected or not. I don't know if he want niggas, but he keeps saying he wants niggas to understand why he did it.
At this point, he just want to make money.
He kept saying he wants niggas to understand why he did it, and he feel like niggas just don't, they understand, they just don't want to understand. But if you want niggas to really understand, why come off like that? Why keep doing the same shit? I feel like the only thing he was missing from the live was Treyway.
Yeah.
That's all the fuck he was missing from saying in the live, was just saying Treyway, because he was the same 6ix9ine. You should have just came off differently if you wanted niggas to really understand the situation.
I don't know, man. Look, I don't know. I'm just saying when things happen like this, it's probably hard for you to understand how to move with this stigma on you, and you brought that on yourself. But yo, man, if you're in the public eye, it's gonna come out looking like this. I mean, he put the live up himself, you know, but he's trying to address it. He's trying to be an artist still. He's still trying to make this bag. He's still making this bag, doing this. So he's doing what brings him the bag. And you're right, how he delivers the message does matter, because if you want people to understand where you're coming from, which is already hard for people to understand, it's like, why deliver it in an arrogant way, you know? But you know, there's no buts about it. Why deliver it in an arrogant way? Why do that?
That's the only thing that I don't like about him.
I get it.
I fucks with 6ix9ine. Like I said, even before he came home with those shit going on, where everybody was talking about his cases and this, that, and third, I was saying, I understand. If that was me too, I would do it too. But after all the other evidence came out that you knew what type of niggas these was, you knew the predicament you put yourself in, you knew. It's like, it's nobody's fault, like I said, that you was not thinking a couple of steps ahead of these niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you said you was the breadwinner in the team. You worried about all these other rappers. You was worried about Chief Keef and these niggas hating on you, and you wasn't even worried about the niggas that you was trying to be loyal to and thought was going to be loyal to you, that you just met, was hating on you the whole fucking time. Niggas was plotting on you the whole time. How? Because you was so busy worrying about these other motherfuckers hating on you, when you should have been worried about the niggas you was rocking with hating on you.
Yeah. Well, cemetery's full of old gangsters and young fools. These things is just like a miracle. It's just like you can't sit there and just throw it away. You know what I mean? Like, you can't waste your miracle. You know, 50 got shot 9 times. If he kept moving the exact same way he was moving, he wouldn't be right here today with power and everything in his hands. A lot of people, Pop Smoke, gone. Rest in peace, Pop. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't think 50 look at Pop and be like, yo, man, I could have been Pop. I was supposed to be Pop. Dead. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, you gotta understand, living that life is like full of just griminess. You can't, there's no rules out there. So no. for you to sit there and just throw man, shit, bro. If you look into 50 and Josh beef, you'll see all kinds of stuff. There's no rules to out here. The only thing is to win. That's the only thing, to live, to be able to see your kids grow up and be old and stuff. That's life. Like, I don't care what kind of life you live in. If you made it to be old and have kids and have their kids have kids, You know what I'm saying? All that other stuff, like just watch your family grow. That's the meaning of like you live. You made it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man.
That's the end of this
it's gonna be interesting to watch how this plays out for him, like, because it's a weird situation.
And I wish him the best luck. I just, like I said, I like his music. That song, I would say it's a bop only because of the beat. I really didn't care about the words. The video is a lit video.
All that ass.
Yeah, but
that
I just want him to like just die down off of social media a little bit, like, cause it's like you really in the hot seat, and you should just want to be like lay low. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to come on in and put like coming off as if like shit is fine, like, cause shit is not fine.
Yeah, things definitely aren't fine. That's but you know, you ain't in the hood no more. You rich. That's what saved you. That's what really saved you, because if you was a regular dude, bro, and you had to go back to the hood or be in some like type of like place that the police put you in or something like that, like, woo boy.
But tell us your thoughts on this situation. Are you happy that 6ix9ine is home? Do you like this song? Is it a bop or not? Also, comment down below on how y'all feel about his live video. Did you feel like he was humbled? Did you feel like he learned his lesson? You know, because I really want to know. I will be looking at
what I don't want to see in the comment section is a bunch of people saying like, if you're gonna really comment on his live and stuff like that, I want to see a real comment on like what's going on, like not that hood. Like, he a snitch. He a rat.
I want a reason why you feel like
I want a real reason, because you want to know why? Because I'm looking at y'all, because I don't know y'all on the internet, like you would have did the same thing. Because I know for a fact there ain't a lot of people in this world that would not have snitch. Like me, I don't even want to put myself in that position. I don't even want.
I thought you was about to say me. I would have snitched.
Nah, what? I don't know what I would have done. I honestly don't know what I would have done. Like if the people,
I thought you was gonna be like me.
If I just met these people, if I was like
involved.
I'm saying like I wouldn't get. It's hard for me to think like that, because I wouldn't even get involved.
Like if I was,
like I said, I grew up in the hood. All it would have took for me was just to walk up the block and stayed up the block. Like that's all it would have took. Cause I'm still cool with I'm cool with people up the block. I ain't have to do all that, and I ain't have to be nothing I'm not. Be real with you, hood. Yo, the hood likes it if you just be yourself. Believe it or not. Like, don't be 100% with you. Like, these people are crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's all it is. You know what I mean? But it's more of like, are you that crazy? Like, you know what I'm saying? Are you as crazy as that man? Like, are you gonna go up there and chill next to that man and be a part of that man's problems, and y'all share the same problems because he's built for something that you ain't built for? That's the question.
That was 6ix9ine problem.
That was his problem. That's the question that I asked yourself. At the end of the day, be yourself. Like, don't be scared of the hood. You be scared of the hood. Like, they your people.
How
Believe it or not,
you'll be surprised. How the reaction you would get from the hood when you just be yourself.
Like,
stop trying to be down.
Stop trying to be self.
Stop trying to be cool.
You want to know why they will respect you more for being yourself, for not being involved in no fuckery. When you know you ain't about that fuckery, because it saves them headaches. It saves the people who are really with the fuckery headaches, bro. Because they ain't gotta sit there and think like, yo, if the boys pull up on him, is he gonna talk about everything we done talked about high and drunk in the damn room? Like, you know what I'm saying? Me, I would walk. I'm dead ass. I'll go up the block. I'll chill. A conversation that will come up that I know I do not need to hear. I will dead ass. Yo, deuces. I'm out, guys. I'm out. And do I get less love in the hood for that? No, I don't. They just know I ain't with the shits. Like, I'm not with it. Like, that's not me. I'm more about working and making my money and not being on the block. Does that mean I'm a pussy? Does that mean that I don't have street tendencies? Hell no, man. I still grew up with the same people that are up there. Like, I still, like, you feel what I'm saying? We still had a little history, like, you feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I ain't about that life. Like, so I know when it comes down to it, I'm gonna really think about, oh, should I really do this? There are people that don't think, they just do and then think about the joint afterwards. Those are the people that are meant for that stuff up there. So there you go.
But tell us your thoughts on this situation. Don't forget to follow us at our social media and also subscribe to the channel. We have to do a Q&A video.
We should.
Because we're at 20K. So you guys need to send some damn questions because I'm tired of asking y'all motherfuckers to send some questions and y'all don't like engage. Like, how we gonna make this teamwork work and become a dream work if y'all not working with me? So y'all need to comment down some questions that y'all would like to know about us so we can do this Q&A and get this out the way. Also follow us at our social media. My Instagram, my Twitter is Fatim the Dream, and my Snapchat is Strawberry2219.
My Instagram is Chris_Envy. My Twitter is CEnvyMusic. And I'm just gonna say this, everybody. The last thing I'm gonna say about this is stay in your lane, please. Please know your lane. You should spend your life figuring out what your lane is and just stay in that.
Stop trying to be down.
Please stop trying to be down. Please, it's dangerous. Like, unless you really want to be down, you know, you do something enough times, that becomes who you are. So if you ain't about that, not saying that if you ain't about that life, you can't become about that life. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, if that's what you want to do, it is what it is. But figure out your lane and stay in it. Like, please. There'll be less deaths and less problems in the hood if people just did that.
And remember, dream. Oh wait! Also, I have some videos that I'm gonna be doing for my lash line. I know I'll be telling you guys this, but I'm dead serious because I just bought my domain. Okay, so your girl's website is soon gonna be up. So I'm gonna be doing some entrepreneur videos about, you know, my lip glosses and all the stuff that I'm doing behind the scenes for my brand, and I'm excited. I can't wait. So make sure you guys tune in for those videos, and like we always say,
Don't dream your life,
live your dream. Deuces.
Holla at us.
Ow!